Well, hello everybody. How you doing? It's exactly 7 o'clock. I'm Dr. Paul. It's time for the quiz. Hello to all of you. Marion, Simon, Noodle Doodles, Tim, Craig, Keith, Karen, Simon, Marion, everybody's here. His name's Spedge, not Sledge. What the hell's going on? Must know that by now. Hey up, Ollie. How you doing? Wait, did you miss Monday, Ollie? Because we had the highway code questions that you suggested. Let's not wind up the Dr. P up tonight. Why? I mean, that's kind of half the fun, isn't it? Well, I've got my green screen on it. It's not really working, is it? I'll just say, we could turn it off. No, it's kind of cool. Could try one in the backgrounds. What one do we like? Quite like that one. Well, you can't really see it because, whoop, there we go. Look, I've got a wheel behind me. That's cool. Hey, everybody. Right, I hope you're okay. I hope you're feeling well. Right, it's time for the quiz. Hello, Mr. Mackey. Hello, Ms. Marsden. Hello, Denise. Hello, Keith. Hello, Janie. I don't really know why you don't want to wind me up. I'm sure that's half the fun. Okay. Right, let's get a slideshow on. Let's get the quiz started. I've got to make this a different shape and size so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Oops. There we go. Every time I try and move a window around, it always thinks that I want it to fill the whole screen. That's exactly what I don't want. There must be a setting somewhere. Hello, Morocco Land Marauders. Great team name from the past. They used to come to the Tollbooth Tavern Sunday nights. Great team. Great young team with a great big future. Looks like I'm in a nut. Was that before? Hello, Triangulation. Hi, Heather. Hi, Emma. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the quiz. Welcome to the quiz. I'm Dr. Paul, your Quizmaster. Give us a share, please, if you can. Just share it. Hit the share button. Or if you're tweeting, use hashtag DPQuiz. I never really mentioned that. Get some... it's a great idea. Hello, Chrism. Yay! I know, I miss you too. Morocco Land Marauders, I miss everybody. I miss the whole pub. All the pubs. Maybe April, maybe May. We'll see. Right, how to play the quiz. You answer the questions. It's real simple, real straightforward. I ask the questions, you write down the answers, okay? You mark yourself, so you do that after each round of 5 questions. I'll tell you the answers, you do your own marking. You can be as generous or as harsh as befits. But, you know, go fairly easy on yourself. Obviously, that's completely open to corruption, but there are no prizes for top scores, so there's no point in cheating yourself up the scores. There is a way to win prizes, though. First of all, don't shout out answers in the chat where everyone's talking. Great, chat away. Make jokes with each other. Criticize me. Have a go at me at my expense. Absolutely fine. But don't put answers in the chat, all right? Because people are just trying to answer the questions. There's one exception to that, and that is if I'm asking a bonus question, in which case it is the first person to put the answer in the chat who gets on the wheel. The wheel is the wheel of names, kind of like that thing behind me there. And that's where you can win prizes. All right. Typos don't count on the background wheel. Sound is good, by the way. Thank you very much, Simon. Right. Hopefully I'll fix the sound because I've got some interactive stuff coming up later. Last time we played was Monday. We did the quiz on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The top scores were there. 76 for I Am Smarticus, Lorna, Chameleons, Lorna and Marion. They're the bangers. Let's get Quiz Go Triangulation, Pete Middlemass, JD. Bangers and Mash, you see. The middle teams are ranked as Mash, Quizballers, Fat Boy, got set. The Damp Biscuit. Jocks, Nomad, Pajero, Spedge, We Are One, Fabian Society. And then right down at the bottom, the Gravy. Nobody wants, everyone likes Gravy, but nobody wants to be it. You know what I mean? Okay. Zoom quiz. You can hire me to do a private Zoom quiz. Get in touch. Deadpool is open for April. In fact, there's exactly 1 week till the end of April. So, sorry, to the end of March, and that's when you have to get your entry in for April Deadpool. You just have to predict the most famous person to die. If you're correct, you win £1 million, more or less. Right, prizes tonight. Our sponsors. By the way, I'm hitting the first question in about 1 minute from now. So there's James Baker lurking in the door of Herbie. The Mighty Baker, our main sponsor on Wednesdays, our overlord of breed. Here he comes. Look, he delivered 3 prizes this week. That was Ali's breed. Nice photograph. There's Sarah with her breed, and there is what Marion did with some of her breed. Absolutely amazing. It could be you kids. I think the grapes are the model's own. I don't think James the Baker does grapes. David might be giving a prize away. I'm not sure if he's here or not. This is definitely a prize tonight. Karen Duff, our mighty leader, our number 1 player, is giving away a load of books. This tonight is 1812, Napoleon's Fatal March on Moscow. You wonder why Karen's always top of the scoreboards, because she reads tons of books, right? And occasionally she has to get rid of them all. That's what she's doing at the moment. We also have Quizogeny, which is a feminist pub quiz fanzine, and you can win issue 4 tonight. They've done 7 issues altogether. I'm giving 1 away per quiz until I run out. And badges as well. You get a badge. Badge and fanzines. Okay, right. We are at the start of the quiz. Also, by the way, we're going to have the politics later on, but I'll tell you more about that in a little while. Let's get started, because I need to get finished by 8 o'clock. Right, here we go. Round 1 is the same letter round. So let's say just write down these answers. Don't shout them out. And the thing about the first round is that all the answers start with the same letter off the alphabet. So it's a big clue. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the name of the writer of Alice in Wonderland? Okay. Classic novel for kids or for anybody, really. But Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is the full title of the book, usually just known as Alice in Wonderland. But who was the writer? That is question 1. Question number 2. Monopoly board game. What's the other property in the yellow set? The yellow set is Coventry Street, Piccadilly, and which other property? That is question number 2. Remember, all the answers start with the same letter. That's the thing that will help you. Number 3, by which popular nickname was King Richard I of England known? This is a guy back in the 1100s. Is that right? Anyway, I can't remember if that's exactly right, actually, 12th century. I think it is. But King Richard I, what was his popular nickname? Number 4, which British city is home to football stadiums named Goodison Park and Anfield? If you're into football, that's an easy one. It's a very... 2 famous clubs, 2 famous grounds, a large city. And that'll give you the letter if you don't have the letter already. And the last one is this. Which awesome pop singer was the co-writer of We Are the World charity single in 1985 alongside Michael Jackson? So over here in Britain, we had Band-Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas Time? There won't be snow in Africa this year, etc. But the Americans hit back with We Are the World by USA for Africa. I hope I'm not making too much noise on this microphone stand. I'm just moving it a bit, try to get in the right place for me. But it's, and it was written by Michael Jackson and one other guy, a male pop singer. Who was that? Right. Okay. You tell me when you're ready, which some of you have already. Thank you very much. Messrs. Edge, Doyle and Edgley, Ms. Duff and Marion. All right. Quick recap in case you missed any, in case you just come in the door. So who wrote Alice in Wonderland? That's number 1. Number 2, Coventry Street, Piccadilly, and which other property is the yellow set in Monopoly? No standard London version. King Richard I of England is known by which popular nickname? Which British city is home to football stadiums Goodison Park and Anfield. And we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a better day, so let's start giving. Amazing stuff. Great song. Better than Band-Aid. But who wrote it along with Michael Jackson? Right. Everyone's ready. I see we're getting some question about what was the Canadian charity single. I don't know. I know there was one, but I don't know it. You know what I mean? Anyway, here come the answers for the first round. Did you get a letter? Yes, you did. Aye, letter L. Sure, you got a letter. Here come the answers now. You score yourself 2 points for each of these correct answers. So who wrote Alice in Wonderland? It was Lewis Carroll. If you said Charles Dodgson, that's the guy's real name. That's correct, but the proper correct answer is Lewis Carroll. That was the name in the book, and it's also letter L. So 2 points for Lewis Carroll. Piccadilly, Coventry Street. The other one is Leicester Square. Tears are not enough. Is that the Canadian one? Suggesting that you shouldn't just sit there and cry. You should also send £10. And Africa will be fixed. Okay, so Leicester Square. Weird set here, listen. Richard I of England, he was the Lionheart. Richard the Lionheart. Conquered Cyprus, I think. Not bad. Number 4, Goodison Park and Anfield are both in the city of Liverpool. All right. And they're not far away from each other. Here's a bonus question to get on the wheel. Does anybody know what the name of that park is that's in between the two stadiums? You see Liverpool's ground in the foreground. That's Anfield, and Goodison to the right and towards the background. That's Everton's ground. But what's that park that's in between the two of them? That's a local Liverpool geography question. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right without looking it up. Stanley Park and Sefton. Is it? Hang on. That's made me doubt it. It's Stanley Park, isn't it? Let me just quickly look this up. Pretty sure it's Stanley Park. Stanley Park, Liverpool. Let's see, I'm just looking this up on Wikipedia. Yeah. Is known for dividing the home grounds of Everton and Liverpool. Right, Stanley Park. So well done to Heather, who was first in with that answer. Heather, you are first to win a space on the wheel tonight, apart from Karen, who's already there for donating a prize. So Heather and Karen are first on the wheel. Great photograph, that shows you how close the two clubs are. Not as close as the Dundee clubs, right enough, but close-ish. We Are the World charity single, 1985, alongside Michael Jackson. The other writer was Lionel Richie. Yes. There they are. You can Lionel Richie's the cool one if you don't know which one's which. Named after Stanley Johnson. What, Stanley Park? Is that right? I don't know. It doesn't really mention it in the Wikipedia article that I can see. Anyway, it looks quite a nice park, you know. Lionel Richie. By the way, here's another bonus question to get on the wheel. The way I worded the question was which awesome pop singer? That's a tiny clue. Which Lionel Richie song includes the line, "I had a dream, I had an awesome dream"? I had a dream, I had an awesome dream. People in the park playing games after dark. I listened to it earlier. It's brilliant. That's probably the best tune ever written. No, it's not Hello. It's not Hello. By the way, add 2 points onto your score if you're a subscriber to YouTube. That's correct. That's the right answer. Is say you, say me. Chrism, first in there. Nice one. Great song. Okay, so add the points on. Add 2 points if you're a subscriber to Dr. Paul YouTube. If you're not, subscribe now. You get an instant 2 points. Also, if you have taken the trouble to share the quiz and with your social media and mega network, then you get +1. You know what I mean? Just hit the share button, you get a point. And you also add one if it's your birthday. You let me know if it's your birthday. Well done to Chris for getting that bonus. You were first in there. There's the answers. Lewis Carroll, Leicester Square, Lionheart, Liverpool, Lionel Richie. I see some scores. 13 for the fists. Nice. 13 for Noodle Doodles. Morocco Land Marauders. Miss Lionel Richie. No. What did you put instead? Hello, Kirsten. Quadtini, 13 points. All right, 13, 13, 13. Got a good selection of 13s. Good start for most of you. Right, let's get on with it. Picture round. 5 pictures with questions. Oh, it's Morocco Land Marauder's birthday. Who is that then? Like, obviously, that's the whole team. What is the individual identity of the person whose birthday it is? Jonathan, no, you're not on the wheel. You should be, because you were helping me yesterday. Thank you very much for that. And I did say, but I did forget. So thanks for reminding me. So you're now on the wheel. Jonathan was just happened to be online when I was testing the sound yesterday, so he helped me out with that. Right, here we go. Pictures. 5 pictures. Number 1, bad guy. Name the villainous character and the actor. You get 1 point for each. That's a typo. Should say 1 point, not points. But you don't get any bonuses for spotting typos that I've already spotted, so too late. Okay, Lenny, it's Lenny's birthday. Happy birthday, Lenny. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Lenny. To you. All right. Okay, question number 2. Big spiky fish thing. What kind of fish is this? The clue here is that there is a Major League Baseball team in American sport that are named after this type of fish. Just looking up where they are. They're based in Miami. All right. So there's a baseball team named after this type of fish. What fish is that? Okay, my computer's trying to update. I'm in the middle of a quiz, computer. Come on. Number 2, number 3 is a football ground. Name this football stadium. This stadium holds the record for attendance at a British football match. So, largest number of people watching a football game in Britain. The record is held by that stadium. That photograph was taken quite a long time ago, but what ground is it? What is the name of the stadium? One joke from Sean tonight. Just going to do one. That's fine. What do you get if you cross a beetle and an Australian dog? Dingo Star. Fantastic. Thanks, Sean. Question number 4. Who are these 2 rock stars getting married in 1992? Again, 1 point for each name. So if you only get half of it, you get 1 point. But who are the rock stars getting married there? King and queen of the alternative scene at the time. Alternative in quotes. Number 5. That was number 5, was it? Was it? The hell's going on? PowerPoint's acting up, folks. Let me just see what's going on. Okay, what the hell has happened here? I'm going to close this and reopen it. Just another day in the crazy world of computers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure this sort of thing happens to you all the time. Let's just I use PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. I find it pretty good. But went a little bit weird there. Okay. So I've closed it, I've opened it, and it seems to be okay. It's never ever done that before. So where are we? Probably because the computer's trying to update something. I don't want to update. It's fine. Stop updating. Okay, so question number 5 is about this writer. What did this guy create? Was it Sherlock Holmes or Winnie the Pooh? Okay. What did that man there create all by himself? Was it Sherlock Holmes or Winnie the Pooh? That's question number 5. Okay, quick recap of the question. So, name the character. It's a super villain, right? A villainous character, and also name the actor. So 1 point for each part of that. From the 1960s. Number 2, what kind of fish is this? It's there's a baseball team named after that type of fish. Name a football stadium. Biggest ever football crowd in Britain gathered at this stadium. It's a long time ago. Who are these 2 rock stars getting married here in 1992? Again, 1 point per correct answer. And what did this guy create? Sherlock Holmes or Winnie the Pooh? Yeah, thanks, Roger. I mean, something just, I don't think it's actually updating. Something just popped up saying, update. So I click the thing saying later. Richard has diagnosed it. It's the moon. It's the moon that's causing this business. I knew I hated the moon. Are you ready? Ready. Let's get the answers. Going to hit you with the answers right now. 2 points for each of these. Ready? Here we go. So the bad guy, the character is the Penguin out of Batman, and that's been played by Burgess Meredith. So 1 point for the Penguin, 1 point for Burgess Meredith. Well done if you got both points there. It's quite tricky to remember that guy's name, I think. Number 2, big spiky fish thing. That's a marlin. All right, the Florida Marlins is the baseball team I was talking about. But it's kind of like, it must be related to the swordfish, surely. Same kind of deal. Great big mad fish. Scary. Number 3, football ground with a record attendance, which I think is round about 149,000 people in one stadium at one time. It's Hampden on the south side of Glasgow, of course. Number 4, who are these 2 rock stars getting married in 1992? He's more famous than her. He is Kurt Cobain, singer from Nirvana, one of the biggest pop stars in the world at the time. And she is Courtney Love. They had been, I think they'd been boyfriend, girlfriend for many years. Anyway, they got married. Bonus question to get on the wheel. Where was that photograph taken? Where did they have their wedding? A state will do. It's in the USA, but a US state will do for the answer here. First person to get this gets on the wheel. So where was Kurt and Courtney's wedding? First person to answer this in the chat will get on the wheel. Yeah, correct. Lots of you know this. And no. Let's see. The correct answer is Hawaii. It's Spidge. Simon Edge is there first. Nice one. Nice one, Spidge. Let me just type that in there. And I'll get the last answer up for you now. What did this guy invent? Sherlock Holmes or Winnie the Pooh? It's Winnie the Pooh. It's A.A. Milne. Hawaii, Peckham, Hawaii. Nah, not Washington. They were from Washington State, but they had a bit of money, so they're like, I should go to Hawaii, yeah. Aye, good idea. Let's go to Hawaii. I don't think they got the seaside in New Mexico. Mind you, I suppose it could be a lake. How'd you get on? Ms. Duff got 10. Mr. Fowler, the Chameleons, got 10 out of 10. Nice one, Keith. There's a 7 and a 5. There's a 10. There's a 10. There's a 10 for the Doyle. Good stuff. Tricky round, I think. 8 out of 10 put Crystal Palace. What, for the football? Yeah, I think it's 149,000 people, and I think it's the 1940s, and I think it was a Scottish Cup final, and I think it was between Celtic and Aberdeen. All those could be untrue. Why did he get married in his pajamas? Grunge, 90s, low fashion. Right. Time for the sound round. Right, it's a good chance to check out if everything's working this way. I'm going to play, what am I doing tonight? It's film clips tonight. All right. 0 out of 10. You're kidding. Oof. Holy bananas. I'm going to play 5 film clips. You just got to name the films. All right. So all the answers are over there. And you just got to pick them off the list. Let me just get my volume up. There we go. Right. So when I play these, you should be able to hear them. I'm not going to tell you too much about these. I'm just going to play the clips and see how you get on. So here is film clip number 1.
How about this? Any beach that takes your fancy, anywhere in the world, I'll get for you. Look at this. Hawaii. I can get you 5 or 6 miles of Hawaii, no problem. Or look here, Australia. Look at that sand.
Oh yes, I didn't. Well, I mean, they look like very nice beaches, Mr. McIntyre. But see, I only need the one. I have this here. I don't need another one.
I don't need another beach. What film is that conversation from? Okay, the second film is a 90s film. I'll say that much. What is this film?
Dad,
You deliberately disobeyed me.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Let's go home.
Go home.
I thought you were very brave.
Okay, let's go home. I thought you were very brave. 90s film. Number 3 is probably more difficult. It's a film from 2007 that was directed by Sean Penn.
12 years?
What's that?
12 years? To paddle down a river.
Let me call you back. You can do that, or you can join a commercial raft trip, go with a licensed guide. They may have some last-minute cancellations, but that's going to cost you $2,000.
Thank you very much.
Thing is, there's clues in the context of what they're saying, right? Even if you don't know what the film is, never heard of the film, never seen the film, some of these you can still work out. If you if you need to try and work them out. Number 4 is another film from the same year, from 2007. So what film is this?
How does our master criminal come to the city and leave a bloody latent? I mean, assuming the gloves are his, he shoots the cabbie and then takes them off?
So it's not his print.
Maybe, maybe not. You're missing the point. The point is the first attack.
David Faraday and Betty Jensen.
They both died. From there on out, he only manages to kill the girls.
Not for lack of trying.
Not for lack of trying.
Joe lives, Sharon dies.
Not for lack of trying, right? Okay, so in the last one here is a 2011 film that is a comedy. What's this?
You didn't pee your pants.
I don't mean to be a stick in the mud, but you are asking a lot of us, all right? We've only just met. We don't know where we're going or why. You not think we're due an explanation?
Look, the less you guys know, the better. I want you to have plausible deniability. Let's just say I spent a long time at that base thinking I was a guest. Turns out I was a prisoner.
Turns out I was a prisoner. Okay, so there's the 5 movies. I think this is quite a difficult selection tonight. I'm going to play them one more time. So here they are one more time. All the answers are on the list. The first one is an 80s film. What's this?
Any beach that takes your fancy, anywhere in the world, I'll get for you. Look at this. Hawaii. I can get you 5 or 6 miles of Hawaii, no problem. Or look here, Australia. Look at that sand.
Oh, yes. I didn't. Well, I mean, they look like very nice beaches, Mr. McIntyre. But see, I only need the one. I have this here. I don't need another one.
Aye, very down home. Number 2 is a 1994 film.
Dad,
You deliberately disobeyed me.
Dad, I'm sorry.
Let's go home.
I thought you were very brave.
See the echo in that bit where he says, "Let's go home." It's awesome. Okay, number 3 is a 2007 film directed by Sean Penn.
12 years?
What's that?
12 years? To paddle down a river.
Let me call you back. You can do that, or you can join a commercial raft trip, go with a licensed guide. They may have some last minute cancellations, but that's going to cost you $2,000.
Thank you very much.
Okay, number 4 is a crime film. It's a couple of journalists trying to work out what's going on.
How does our master criminal come to the city and leave a bloody latent? I mean, assuming the gloves are his, he shoots the cabbie and then takes them off?
So it's not his print.
Maybe, maybe not. You're missing the point. The point is the first attack,
David Faraday and Betty Jensen.
they both died. From there on out, he only manages to kill the girls.
Not for lack of trying.
Not for lack of trying.
Joe lives.
Okay, and the last one is a comedy film from 2011. The conversation is taking place in an RV, a recreational vehicle, a camper van, basically.
You didn't pee your pants.
I don't mean to be a stick in the mud, but you are asking a lot of us, all right? We've only just met. We don't know where we're going or why. You not think we're due an explanation?
Look, the less you guys know, the better. I want you to have plausible deniability. Let's just say I spent a long time at that base thinking I was a guest. Turns out I was a prisoner.
Okay, very, very difficult movie round tonight. Let's get on to the answers and see what we have. A couple of you saying that it's difficult. Let's find out how you got on. Right, okay, number 1 is Local Hero. That's the one with the beach. So the Americans are trying to buy the beach and turn it into oil or something like that. And there's an old guy and he doesn't want to move. It's my beach. I want to stay here on the beach. That's like everybody's favourite film. I've seen it once. It was quite good, but I can't remember it really. Number 2, it's The Lion King. Yeah. James Earl Jones laying down the voice. Absolutely massive voice. Number 3 is the Sean Penn directed movie. It's called Into the Wild. So it's a young fella and he wants to go wild, go off into the wilderness. He's trying to canoe down the river. And the local ranger guy or whatever saying, nah, you can't, you got to have a permit. Great conflict. Number 4 is something called Zodiac. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal and he's trying to solve the crimes of the Zodiac killer in San Francisco, I think, in the 60s or the 70s, round about then. I watched the first 20 minutes of that and it was just too horrible, too violent. Couldn't watch it anymore. Don't like that sort of thing. And number 5, oh yeah, a comedy film. It's called Paul. All right, it's about an alien. It's what's his name? English guy, funny guy, Simon Pegg. That's it. Its leg was broken. Best quote from Local Hero. I don't know what that means. Like, I have seen it, but I saw it about 15 years ago, and I don't really remember it. I just remember it was quite toothy. I remember it was good, but not quite as life-changing as some people put it. I've got a bonus question set up for this. Which of the 10 films on the list, it could be any of them, is this picture from? Name this film. There's a still in the background from which film. It's a film that's on the list. Morocco Land Marauders were feeding the music round, but they got a movie round, got 6. Let's see. Fave, Dave, Local Hero, Dave, Zodiac, Clove Hitch Killer is right. Sally, you're first there. With the right answer? Okay. So, Sally Happy Gang, you go on the wheel as well. Sally Happy Gang. Very good. Right, let's keep moving. I want to get finished by 8 tonight because I've got a guy coming on for our politics quiz. Guy from the Lib Dems is coming on. A guy called Charles Dundas. Parliamentary candidate for the Lothian region. All right, so I'm getting politicians in. And, you know, this is for undecided voters. You know, if you can't decide who to vote for at the Holyrood election, you can see them doing a pub quiz, and that'll help you make up your mind. There's no political content. I won't be asking them political questions, just quiz questions. So, time for a 60-second anagram. Everyone gets 60 seconds for this, so please don't shout out the answer. Just try and work it out. You get 60 seconds. So you're looking for a fictional character. There we are. Empty pip pattern. Time is counting down. If you do get this, if you think you've got it, you can tell us in the chat that you have it. Say, I'm ready, or got it, or something like that. There's Ollie lashing out at his own team. I'm in a team full of boring film people. That's why we got 10 out of 10. I can't believe you're angry at the team for getting 10 out of 10. It's the only way to get a straight answer out of them, Colin, is to ask actual quiz questions. No point asking them what they're going to do or what they believe in or anything like that. Might as well just ask them quiz questions. That's a great way to bill it, actually. For the first time in your life, you'll see politicians giving straight answers. Clue, yeah, it's a cartoon strip character. There's a last second clue for you, last minute clue. It's a character from comic strips. Some of you say you have it, so I'll go straight to the answers. 3 points if you got this right. It is from Charlie Brown Peanuts. It's Peppermint Patty. All right, Peppermint Patty. Sort of, kind of like a tomboy character out of Charlie Brown, Peanuts, Snoopy, all those different names for the same thing. Okay, let's 3 points. Add 3 points on. If you got that right, please give us a thumbs up. Please give us a like. This is me officially asking you to like the video, to like it. Can you like it, please? If you like it, if you don't like it, fine, just leave it. But if you do like it, can you just hit the thumbs up, please? Because that really helps. Thank you very much. Here we go. Right, time for round 4. Blanco. I quite like this one tonight. Let's see what you think about it. So, 5 blanks. You just got to fill in the blanks. That's Blanco. And tonight, it's a list of books which have won the Booker Prize at some point. And there are 5 different animals missing from the titles. So we're not shouting these out. You're just writing these down. And when you think you've got all 5, then tell me that you're ready. Okay. So they're in chronological order. Jonathan Livingston Something by Richard Bach, 1970. The Thorn Something by Colleen McCulloch, 1977. Some of you are just going to knock these off. Some of you just know these. Moon Something by Penelope Lively, 1987. Something Hall by Hilary Mantel, 2009. And When God Was a Something by Sarah Winman, 2011. Simon's saying 0 out of 5. Well, they're all animals, right? I mean, that's a clue straight away, is that they are all animals, different animals. I'll give you some clues. 2 of them can fly. 2 of the answers can fly. We just 2 of them would probably kill you. And one, you would definitely kill it, you know. 4 legs. second one was also a TV show. Yes, well, I think it's based on that. I think they've all been adapted into films and TV at some point. Oh, look, it's James Baker. Hello, James. How you doing? Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, our mighty bread leader, Mr. Morrison himself, Mr. James Baker. Oh, yes. You could get to meet James if you win the breed tonight. If you're the champion, he'll be coming round your house in his breed mobile, dishing out the good stuff. Are any a zebra, ferrets, or crocodiles? What are you trying to do? You try to solve this by elimination, Spedge. You're just going to say animals until... Right, well, there's no ferrets, no zebras, and no crocodiles, but I'm not giving you any more. So the clues I've given you is that 2 of them can fly, 2 of them would kill you, probably, and 1 you would definitely kill. No contest. You know, if there was a fight. Yeah, you're saying get on with it. Okay. Well, you got them all very quickly. I'm just giving people a few seconds. Need more clues, right? Need more clues, Spedgy. Which continents? Pretty general, to be honest. Number 3's limited to Asia. Number 1, number 2, you can get them anywhere. Number 4, you get them in northern latitudes. Actually, not necessarily, but quite wild, you know. And the last one, yeah, you get them everywhere as well. Right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. What did they start with? Nah, I thought about doing that, and then I thought it'd be too easy. This is another tricky round. Let's see how we get on. Any dangerous ones? You're not listening to me, are you? I'm saying 2 of them would kill you if there was a fight. 2 of them would tear you limb from limb, rip your throat out, kill you. So yes, kill you is dangerous. Right, here we go. Blanco. Right, here we go. Here come the answers. Right, 2 points for each of these. So, in order, number 1, Jonathan Livingston Seagull is the name of the book. 2 points for that one. The Thorn Birds. Yeah. Colleen McCulloch, 1977, The Thorn Birds. Made into a TV show, as James Baker was saying. Who was the main male star of The Thorn Birds when it was on TV? That's a question to get on the wheel. First person to answer that gets on the wheel. I think I know what the answer is, but I'm just looking it up. Thorn Birds miniseries, 1983. Aye, right, I've got it. First person to answer to say who was the main guy, the lead male actor in the Thorn Birds miniseries on TV will get on the wheel. Correct. Yes. Richard Chamberlain is right. I remember that being on TV when I was a kid. I didn't understand. A lot of women go daft for it. I'm like, it's just a guy. Anyway, Moon Tiger. Speaking of Tiger, James has had a bunch of Tiger. That's Tiger beer, folks. Brewed in Scotland under license. Number 4 is Wolf Hall. Again, that's been made into a TV show. And I think it has anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. And When God Was a Rabbit. When God Was a Rabbit. So there you go. Seagull, birds, tiger, wolf, and rabbit. How'd you get on with those? Quite a difficult round. 2 points for each one. 10 points altogether. It's your brother. It's good to be connected, Roger. 8 for us, but 50% with total guesses. That's good. That's good. So you knew 2 and guessed 2. That's the way to do it. Another terrible round. Is it not going too well down your way, Rebecca? Sometimes you have a bad night. 10 for Marion and Lorna. 10 for Noodle Doodles. Knocking that one out of the park. Said a mouse, not a rabbit. When God was a mouse. I think God's more likely to be a mouse than a rabbit. Graham, stop being so smug. Okay. Let's get on here. There's no team of the day tonight. If you want to be team of the day, get in touch. Right, okay. 50-50 round, Scottish Islands is tonight's theme. Theme was suggested by Marion. Thank you very much, Marion. And here we go. Here come the questions. 50-50. So, which Scottish island reaches farther north out of these two? Skye or South Uist? So which one lies further north? Skye or South Uist? Which goes further north? 10 out of 10 for Breeder Deed. Nice work. Jose Augusto got 10 as well. There's Mike. Which classical composer was inspired by a trip to Scotland to write the Hebrides Overture? First performed in 1833. Was that Brahms or Mendelssohn? So who's the composer? Made a piece of music called the Hebrides Overture, which was inspired by a trip to Scotland, specifically Fingal's Cave on Staffa. Yeah, I thought that, Louise. That is a good choice of a round. A nice round to think about to do questions for. Number 3, which Scottish island group includes the Sullom Voe oil terminal? Is it Orkney or Shetland? So where is the big oil terminal at Sullom Voe? Is that on Orkney or Shetland? Number 4 in the 50-50 rounds, Scottish Islands. I got this fact from Marion, I think. Which Scottish island is known in Gaelic poetry as the Dark Isle? Is that Benbecula or Iona? I just sang it for Simon. Fingal's Cave. Quite difficult to sing. I listened to it a couple of times last night when I was making these questions. It's nice bit of music. And number 5, how long is the ferry from Ullapool to Stornoway? According to the Calmac ferry schedule. So Ullapool's on the Scottish mainland. You cross over at Stornoway on Lewis. How long does it take? 2.5 hours or 4.5 hours? Okay. I am going to show you these one more time. And I'll do the answers. It's 50-50 round, so just pick one if you're not sure. So which Scottish island reaches further north? Skye or South Uist? Who's the composer behind the Hebrides Overture? Fingal's Cave. All right, 1833. Is that Brahms or Mendelssohn? I see Colin saying that was one of his screw-ups in 15-1. Brackets. Kind of. Need more info. What did you do? A screw-up was to do with... oh, God, I can't remember his name. Ernest Hemingway. Got one of his books wrong. Which Scottish island group includes Sullom Voe oil terminal? Is that Orkney or Shetland? The Scottish island is the Dark Isle in Gaelic poetry. Benbecula or Iona. And how long does it actually take to get from Ullapool to Stornoway across what they call the Minge? 2.5 hours or 4.5 hours to cross the Minge? That's who it was dedicated to. Well, that's easy. That's Frederick I of Prussia, isn't it? It was a good round. I enjoyed the round. Well, we'll find out in a second. You're ready, aren't you? Right, let's get on with it. Let's do the answers. Looks like I'm going to finish in time tonight, but only if I keep going. So here we go. Here come the answers. 50-50. I mean, it's a bloody difficult question, asking who the Hebrides Overture is dedicated to. I've only got a clue about that because I was writing question on it last night. I'll probably forget it in a couple of days. Right, which Scottish island reaches further north? It is Skye out of those two. There's a map. You can see Skye as the green island here, turquoise, and South Uist is part of this long chain, but South Uist is just that bit there. So it goes as far north as that. Obviously, Skye goes further north. So Skye is the correct answer for that one. The Herbies overture is Mendelssohn. Bonus question: what is Mr. Mendelssohn's first name? First person to say that in the chat gets on the wheel. Queen Victoria? That's not right, is it? Felix, that's correct for this one. Caps. By the way, who got the Richard Chamberlain one right? Because I've done the thing where I type in the answer rather than the person's name. I typed Richard Chamberlain instead of the actual person who got it right. So can someone just remind me who got that one right? Please. Thank you. Aye, Felix Mendelssohn. Number 3, which Scottish island group includes Sullom Voe? It's Shetland. Sullom Voe is on Shetland. There it is. Really pretty. Good looking place. Was it Karen? Wrong. Karen was the winner. Right, okay, good stuff. The Dark Isle in Gaelic poetry is Ben Becula. I can't actually remember why. Is it just like we got a dark sense of humor there, or no sunshine? I don't know what it is. And last one. How long is the crossing? It's only 2.5 hours. Summer schedule. Winter schedule, they add 15 minutes on. So 2:45, but it's certainly not 4.5. So 2.5 hours to cross the Minge. Skye, Mendelssohn, Shetland, Ben Becula, 2.5 hours. And he was wrong. I might have been dedicated to her separately later, something like that. You know, it's sometimes multiple facts, isn't it? Right, well done, everybody. The 10s, 6s, 8s, 8s. I want to see Marion score because she was the one who suggested the round. 10 out of 10. Nice work, Marion. Excellent. And it was a really good suggestion. That's a good round. Get a few different questions out of that. A few different things about the islands of Scotland. Very good. Right, okay, double or bust. Here we go. It's 6 minutes to 8 o'clock. It looks like I'm hitting this just about right. So double or bust, you know how it goes. You get 4 points for a correct answer, so that's 20 points possible in this last round. And if you get one wrong in this round, then you get 0 points for the round. That's bust. But to avoid going bust, you don't have to answer every question. You decide how many you want to go for. Okay, I think you all understand. If you do not understand, then just ask. But here we go. Right, what common vegetable is known in German as Zwiebel and in Greek as kremidi? So a common vegetable to be found in every kitchen. We've always got some of these. Anyway. So Zwiebel in German and kremidi in Greek. What's the vegetable? Number 2 in this final round is which of the Channel Islands has a capital which is called St. Peter Port? That's question number 2. Remember, if you go for one of these and get it wrong, you bust in this last round. So careful which ones you go for. Was that Ben Becula was where Hercules the bear went missing? Fantastic. What was that guy's name? Andy Robbins? Something like that. Number 3, which UK comic was launched in 1977 and introduced such characters as Slane, Rogue Trooper, and Judge Dredd. So what was the name of the actual comic? Kind of science fiction-y. That's question number 3 in Double It or Bust. 2 more questions. Question number 4. Which Italian composer, more classical music, wrote The Four Seasons round about 1720? Number 1 hold music. You always get the Four Seasons when you're on hold. So who is the Italian composer who did The Four Seasons? All 4 seasons in one bit of music. And then number 5, right, a what year question. To get the points here, you have to get within 2 years of the correct answer. 2 years either way. So what year did both of these things happen? John Major became leader of the Conservative Party, and Die Hard 2 was out at the movies. Okay, so they both happened the same year. Tell me what year they both happened. Like I say, you get within 2 years. So if you're 2 years out, you're okay, you get the points. If you're 3 years out, you get bust. Shaw. I'm going to play these through one more time. Reminder, then we'll get the answers. Then we're going to meet a Lib Dem, find out what a Lib Dem is. And then we're going to be doing games for names, and we'll be doing prizes at 8:30. Okay. Right. Karen's gone balls out. Mr. Doyle's going for 4. Here's the questions one more time. So Zwiebel and Cremidi. Different names for the same vegetable. Number 2, St. Peter Port is the capital of which Channel Island? Number 3, Slain, Judge Dredd, probably the most famous character, and Rogue Trooper, all characters from which comic? Number 4, The Four Seasons. Who composed that? Surname will do for that one. And within 2 years, the last one, what year? John Major became boss Tory, and Die Hard 2 was out of the movies. So get within 2 years. Right, I'm going to show you the answers any second. You let me know what you're doing. Morocco Land and Water Orders are going for 3. The balls are in. The balls are only out if you go for all 5, of course. Not touching the call. I think you'll have heard of it, Marion. That's the thing. I think you'll have heard of the answer. Chucky's akimbo. The balls are out. I'm going for all 5. Okay. I'm about to show you the answers. Before I do, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that I'm doing this for tips. You know, I've not worked in the pubs for, well, exactly a year now. So I'm still just trying to survive. So any tips I get off you, very, very welcome. Feed me and my family until we can get back to work. So who knows, might be soon-ish, maybe. There's a link. Thanks very much. Really appreciate those who do donate and who have donated. Thank you. Right, okay, let's... I'm going to show you the answers now. Here we go. So you're all ready. Oh, look. It's onions. There's going to be another mistake like that because that was the earlier edit, then it failed, and then I didn't save it. Then I shut it. Anyway, onions. Zwiebel and Cremidi. So, okay, 4 points for that. Number 2, St. Peter Port. That is Guernsey. 4 points for Guernsey. Let us know if you get bust on any of these. Number 3, Slain, Rogue Trooper, Judge Dredd. They are all characters from 2000 AD is the name of the comic. Judge Dredd, probably the most famous character, but that's been running since 1977, still on the go. Louisa's bust. Got bust on the onions. I wonder what you put instead of onions. Which Italian composer came up with the Four Seasons? That was your old pal Antonio Vivaldi. Vivaldi, then. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? And right, this one had to get within 2 years. John Major became leader of the Tories, and Die Hard 2 was out at the cinema. That was 1990. So if you got between 1988 and 1992, then you are all right. It looks like a few people are getting bust. Jersey. What's Jersey? Jersey is St. Helier. Is that Jersey? Lisa went for Spuds. Got bust on that one. Disaster. Hey, Mr. Doyle got his 4 that he went for. Ended up in 68. Great score. Right. I'm very quickly going to show you the link to upload your scores, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's score sheet. Here we go. Copy and paste that in there. 20. I got the balls out and 20-20 in the last round. Nice work, Colin. And Lumpy Gravy as well. 69 for Jose Augusto in the end of the quiz. Great stuff. The balls are cold, but it's worth it. 20 points. 71, 69. All right. Right, so some really good scores tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing all the scores. Right, it's time to say hello to... Oh, hang on. I'll just show you all the answers together. Look, by the way, that's when John Major saved Los Angeles Airport. So Onion, Guernsey, 2000 AD, Vivaldi, and between 88 and 92. Get your scores uploaded. I've put the link in there. I'll put it in one more time. There you go. Okay, but you know, I started doing this politics thing the other week. Is it here? Have I got it up here? I don't think I do. I thought I had the scores up here. Right, we've had, oops, I'll just close that. We had a representative from the Green Party on the other week, and the sound wasn't great, but we managed to get through it. And that was Jody from the Green Party. He managed to score 51 points. And I'm just using this as a way to meet some politicians over the next few weeks in the run-up to the election. So we have a Mr. Charles Dundas here. Hello there. Can you hear me, sir?
Hello. Yes, I sound like I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's good. I can hear you perfectly well. You sound really, really good. Now, I had a bit of trouble before with the sound, so I'm just going to ask everybody who's watching, is the sound okay? Have we got a horrible echo, or does Charles sound okay? Are you a Charles or are you a Charlie?
It depends who I'm talking to. It's very much dealer's choice on that one for me. I'm happy with Charles, but I'll answer to Chuck, J-Bab, Chuckles, Chuckademus.
Chuckademus, all right. Oh, we'll stick with that. That sounds good for me. Chuckademus. Here's Chuckademus from the Lib Dems now. Sound is fine, says Louise. That's great. Sound loud and clear. Oh, it sounds fantastic. Good. So, yeah, now you don't know too much about this, but it's just a one-on-one quiz thing. I'm hoping to do one of these every night after my main quiz between now and the election, because not all of us know who we're going to vote for. So I think putting politics to one side, I think a good way for undecided voters to work out who to vote for is by having a pub quiz, and then whoever does the best, obviously, they'll get the votes. And I noticed when I was on Twitter that you said you're an inveterate quizzer. It says that in your Twitter profile. Now, what does that mean?
It means I'm a slave to trivia. I've done quite a lot of it through my days. I've been to plenty of Dr. Paul's quizzes. Murph's,
oh, you have?
Quizzes, you know, all the big names of Dave Goldberg, all the Edinburgh specialists. I've been there.
Well, I've got no idea who these other people are. I don't care about them. But as long as you don't mind, that's all right.
I keep in my wallet one of the 1 extra point tokens that you get from a Dr. Paul quiz for being a contestant.
The guy knows what he's talking about. Fantastic. I tell you what, something else that one of our quizzers here, Colin, mentioned earlier on about this thing is that this might be the only time that we can get a straight answer from a politician by asking them the quiz questions. No point in asking you a lot about policy or beliefs or anything like that, or what you're going to do. Forget about it. We'll ask you some quiz questions. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to go for it. I'll tell you the format. It's called 55 points. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. That's all. And the first question is worth 1 point. Second question is worth 2 points. Third is worth 3, and so on. So if you get them all right, you'll score 55 points. 55 is the maximum, and they get slightly harder as time goes on. So here we go. Here's Charles Dundas from the Liberal Democrats, who is, you're going for election, aren't you? You're on the list for Lothian, is that right?
I'm on the Lothian list, but I'll also be the candidate in Musselburgh and Midlothian North. So anyone out there.
Well, I'll ask you about that in a second, but let's do the quiz. I can tell you're all prime there. And you know, obviously no cheating. This will be a bigger scandal than any kind of gate that you can think of in politics if it turns out we get someone on who cheats. So I'm trusting you for this. Right, here we go, Charles. Question number 1, 1 point. How many inches are there in 1 foot?
There are 12 inches and 1 foot.
See, that's an easy one just to get you into the game. So there's
Oh,
1
that's
point.
good.
You're off the mark. You can relax. Right. Question number 2 for 2 points. What is the name of the board game first sold in 1965 where players have to remove body parts from a patient who's called Cavity Sam using tweezers? What's that called?
And then his nose lights up if you do it wrong. That would be Operation.
Perfect. Right. There's 2 points in the bag. You're going well. 100% so far. Question number 3 is a literature question. That's books, folks. What was the pen name of the American writer Samuel Langhorne Clemens, who died in 1910?
I think you'll find that's Mark Twain. And he named himself after Mark on a Mississippi riverboat that shows where it would have its weight.
This is high quality quizzing, Mr. Dundas. You're hitting us with the extra facts and everything. Ideal. Number 4, what letter is what? Right, there's two 50-50 questions peppered amongst number 4 and number 7. So this is your first 50-50 one. Which of these letters is worth more in a game of Scrabble? Letter C or letter G? That's C for Coatbridge or G for Glenrothes. Which is worth more?
Man, I'm not a Scrabble player. It's going to be a complete guess. And well, do you know what? I'm going to go, because I'm Charles, I'm going to go C for Charles.
Well, that's dumb logic, but it's worked. 4 points, yes. C's worth 3 points, and G's only worth 2. So good answer. 100% on record so far. Number 5 for 5 points. Chemical elements, science. Which chemical element has the symbol K, the letter K, and the atomic number 19?
I have a feeling that is potassium. So I'm going to say potassium.
Very good. Excellent. Good answer. That's one of those ones. That's a quizzy thing that doesn't start with the same letter. So you're going really well. You've not dropped any points so far. Lib Dems cruising. Right. Number 6. What is the name of the landlocked country? These get more difficult now. Landlocked country in the Himalayas whose national flag includes a picture of the thunder dragon.
In the Himalayas.
Yeah. Landlocked country in the Himalayas, independent country, and their flag has a picture of a thunder dragon.
I don't know this. I'm going to have to guess. I'm just going to have to guess a country in the Himalayas. I know that Bhutan has a certain flag that's a certain shape, but I don't think it's got a dragon on it. So I'm going to say Tibet. But
well, yeah, so near for that, right? It's Bhutan. Disaster.
Because then Tibet doesn't count as an independent country.
Exactly, yeah. Well, obviously it depends who they ask. There may be some politics around that, you know, but at the moment it's still part of
flag is like a pennant. It's like a triangle, isn't it?
It's an unusual, exactly. It's unusual shape. It's like 2 triangles on top of each other, but it's got the triangle. So that's the first one you've dropped, but you're going great. You're going fine. Number 7 for 7 points is another multiple choice question. This is the other 50-50. So which of these is longer? The Bayeux Tapestry or the world record for triple jump?
Oh.
So 2 quite different things, but which one is longer?
Bayeux Tapestry is pretty long. But then
that's a good start.
Athletes jump a really long way. 3 goes at it.
Athletes go quite a long way. Bayeux Tapestry is quite long as well.
I can't wait. You've got a good question there.
I'm quite pleased with it.
I'm Bayeux Tapestry.
It's correct. Yes, good shout. It's about 3 times as long. Okay. The triple jump's 18m29 and the tapestry is 68.38. So it's about 3 times the length. So that's a good answer in there. I'm just being corrected by some of the people in the chat. Yeah, Nepal's got the 2 triangles on top of each other, and it's Bhutan has got Bhutan. It's like red and yellow triangles, but a normal shape, and then the dragon on top of it, something like that. Now that I remember, right, Nepal's got a funny shape. Right, number 8. Which board game is also the title of a stage musical with the music written by the two male members of ABBA, and it first came out in 1986?
That would be Chess, where One
Yes,
Night in
very
Bangkok comes from. Is it?
I like how you don't fire into the answer. It's, well, you know it. You're like, aye, I know this, and I'm just going to take a second to check.
Classic politician waffle if I don't know the answer. But
yeah, well, I noticed earlier on that I said the quip about this is the only way to get a straight answer, and then who commented? It was Richard. Said, "Ha, straight answer. Question one: are you Charles or Charlie?" Ah, well, it depends. You know. Well spotted by Mr. Rennick. Right, okay, two more questions left. You've only got one wrong so far. This is going really well. So, Worcestershire sauce by Leon Perrins. Which fish is listed as one of the ingredients in Worcestershire sauce, or Worcester sauce, however you say it?
That's an anchovy, isn't it?
Very good. Great answer. Yeah, 9 points for that one. Brilliant answer. Very good. Fermented anchovy. Great stuff. And the last one. This is very difficult. Has to be because it's a 10-point question. Okay, yeah. It's a what year question. I think you saw the end of the main quiz, yeah? And right, it's the same sort of idea, but it's you only get 1 year either way. In fact, no, we'll make it 2 years either way because 1 year's a bit tight. We'll make it 2 years either way. In which year did the Russian city of Leningrad revert to its old name of St. Petersburg, which of course it is now? So it's now St. Petersburg. It was Leningrad. What year did it change back to being St. Petersburg? And you can get within 2 years for this.
All right. This isn't as easy as Die Hard 2.
No, this is your 10-point question. This is
we're in the same neck of the woods, though, aren't we? It's that sort of time.
You're trying to squeeze some info out of me there, but I'm just doing poker face.
No. It's just giving you my thought process.
That's fine.
I'll say before Die Hard 2 came out. I'm going to say 1989.
You've said 1989. The actual year they changed was just after the fall of communism. It was 1991, but that is close enough. You're 2 years out, so you get the 10 points. Oh, yes! Nice finish. So, 55 possible points. You only dropped one question, which was the 6-point one, the Bhutan thing, which you nearly got right as well. So you've ended up with 49 points, and that's a brilliant score, and that puts you on the board. I'll do the board later. I'll show you the board later on. I'll send you the board and all that. But Greens are on the top. We had Jody, who is an actual quizmaster. He did it for the Greens. And so you're easily at the second place. Try to get a vote from the other parties. And they're saying, well done. Listen, I'll have to get away soon, get some other folks doing some games here. But just quickly, like elections coming up, you're a Lib Dem. And when I sent you the message, you wrote back to me and said, wow, a competition that I could actually win as a Lib Dem, I'm in. So what are your chances at this election, like as a Musselburgh person or as a list person?
I think my chances are slim. I'm very low down the list. So I would need a sort of Kind Hearts and Cornets style, lots of people to have terrible accidents before I get elected on the list.
Like what position on the list are you?
Well, I think I'm number 10 on the list. So there's quite a lot.
Well, I think after this performance, they might want to review that. Old Mr. Reddy might want to jack you up. They're running on. What do you do for a living just now?
So I work for the Borders Forest Trust. We are a conservation charity. Right. We plant new native forests and protect the existing ones we've got. So it's cool.
That's all right. So it's not like this is your last chance. You know, like you've got a job. Fantastic. So, you must have thought to yourself, right, there's an outside chance I could become an MSP. Have you checked out all the salaries and benefits and whatnot? Is it quite good?
No, I just suspect it's going to be more than I get at the moment. You know what these fat cats are like.
Well, absolutely. Well, hopefully, is this
clean them up?
Is this the first time you've been a candidate?
No, I've been a candidate a few times in the past. And
how does it? Does it work that the more you do it, the higher up the list you get? Is it like a sort of pecking order type thing, or?
No, it's it depends. You choose where you want to put yourself forward, and I think I've always wanted to put myself forward, sort of the place where I feel most closely associated to, and over that time, they have been good prospects for the Lib Dems, no matter how good my campaigns have been.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's party politics, isn't it? I mean, it's hard to get around some fairly brutal numbers. Anyway, hopefully some people will see this, and great performance by you. 49 points for Charlie Dundas and the Lib Dems. Great performance, and I'll give you a round of applause myself and everybody else as well. Thank you very much. Well done. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Right, he was quite good, wasn't he? I hope you enjoyed that, folks. I'm going to be doing a few of these. Hope it wasn't too long or anything like that. But let's play some games for names. So glad to have worked out sound issues. Right, games for names. What have I got? I have got Hangman. Let's do a bit of Hangman just to get moving on this. So, this is doing a weird thing as well. Okay. Right, in that case, let's do Where Am I instead, because that doesn't depend on PowerPoint, which is misbehaving. He was very good. I hope. No, I'm inviting people from all the main parties. Like, I'm putting my own stuff aside for this. So Green, SNP, Lib Dem, Labour, Tory. I'm inviting them all on, and hopefully I'll get at least one from each party. I've got a couple of Lib Dems already lined up for in the coming weeks, but I'm hoping to sort of have them taking turns. Anyway, let's do Where Am I? Hopefully he'll get at least as many votes as he got points. 49. Well, look out for that. We'll be looking out for his score on his on election night. Musselburgh. All right, Charles Dundas, Lib Dem, Musselburgh. So let's check it out. Let's play Where Am I? Okay, so where are we? Where am I? Here we go. Yeah, he's all right guy. Yeah, he's a nice guy. Good guy. Merkel Amber just likes it. Louisa says, not my cup of tea. Well, that's why I knew some people wouldn't like it. Let's try to keep it to 10 minutes, you know. No, it's not Aldershot. No, good guess, but not Aldershot. Let's see. Now, what's going on? There's a swan. There's a statue. Union flag. Guys cutting about or someone with a stick. Stratford, Hendon, Aldershot, Doncaster, Ashby, Dillazouch. I'm going to do that one of these nights, and I bet you get caught out. The night it is Ashby Dillazouch, but it's not Ashby Dillazouch. Heedy, don't know where that is. Staines. I've been to Staines. It's not as bad as it sounds. Derby, Swansea, Oldham, Stratford, Swansea. I mean, you're all right in thinking it's a completely sort of anonymous, unfamous Middle England type of place. That's definitely true. Bristol, Kings Lynn, Camberley, Cambridge, Bristol, York, Reading. No. Should we go down here a bit? Whoa, streets are empty. What's going on? Lovely big bus stop there, fresh paint. What the hell kind of road is this? Is that like a cycle path, a human path, and a bus thing? And then it all goes to a pedestrian bit here. Nuts. Ilkley, Leicester, Stevenage, Oldham, Bolton, Salford, Derby, Exeter. Right, okay, I'm going to start having to zoom you in here a little bit. So, north of Exeter, west of Norwich. Stratford and Avon's probably quite close. I'm not sure exactly where this thing is, but I think Stratford on Avon's about as close as anyone's got so far. Like, out of the ones that I know, there's a few coming up that I don't really know. What's going on? I'm in a little trap here. This looks like the main square. Hungerford. No. I've been through Hungerford. Hitchhiking. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've been to this place as well, hitchhiking. The old days, the 90s, used to hitch everywhere. There's a place called the Sweet Jar. Melton Mowbray, Warwick, Gloucester, Warwick, Tamworth, Hereford, Worcester, Doncaster, Warwick. Now, I'm going to have to give you some clues, aren't I? What we got? Weaver's Wharf. See, this is a difficult one, so it's taken enough time that you might actually be able to look this up and get the answer. Weaver's Wharf. Look up that. Nah, it's not MK. Rowland Hill Shopping Centre. No, not Kenilworth. It's not. That's not Kidderminster, is it? Oh shit, I can't remember. There's two places I always get mixed up. Kidderminster's one of them. So you might be right. I need to open my where am I thing to remember where the hell I am. Yeah, it is. It's Kidderminster. Yeah. I was thinking Kettering. I always get Kidderminster mixed up with Kettering in my head. So Louisa, I'm pretty sure you were first. And you are on the wheel. So Louisa, job's on. There we go. Hey, nice one. Did you look it up? Did you look up the shopping centre? Right, that was a difficult one. Really difficult. Let's see if we can get something slightly easier for the next one. For the old, where am I? Okay, where are we now? This is a difficult one. Oops. Okay. Now, Big used to live there and didn't get it. Brilliant. Did you notice when you were living there, like the buildings and things? I mean, quite a lot of those buildings were quite old. They must be the same, surely. Right, what are you guessing? Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta, Honolulu, Tampa, Singapore, Orlando. No, none of these places. Check these skyscrapers. I didn't think this place looked like this. I thought it was more like shanty towns, but it's got all these massive big tower blocks. Singapore, Orlando, Cape Coral, Honolulu, Singapore, Tallahassee, Singapore. It's not in the USA. All right. It's not in Australia. It's not in the Middle East. So it's not Abu Dhabi. It's not anywhere in Africa. So it's not Johannesburg. It's not in Asia either. So where are we? Can we travel around here? Yeah. Cancun, Ho Chi Minh City, Cape Town, Dubai. So it's not in Asia, not in Africa. Cancun is probably closest so far, but it's not in Mexico. Where are we? Is that one of those kiddie cars that's crashed? Oh no, it's art. Manila, Kingston, Mumbai, Sao Paulo, Caracas, Calcutta. Caracas is probably, well, sort of close as well. In the same way that Cancun is close. Panama City! That's the right answer. That's right. This is Panama City. Oh, look, PC. That's probably what that means. It's probably a shopping centre. Look at these buildings. I honestly thought Panama was like a nothing country, like nothing there really, sheds and stuff. But they got big tower blocks. Must be really rich. Everyone, look at those. Doesn't look like anyone actually lives in them, mind. I don't know. Louisa, you've done it again. You got 2 in a row. You're going really well. On Where Am I? This is a game that you always ask for. By the way, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to do a couple more of these and then we're going to spin the wheel at 1:30. So I've got one more of these. Good answer. Whoop, whoop. Nice one. Okay, right. Let's get the third Where Am I on. Let's see. So I've done that one. Right, it must be this one. Okay, here we go. Right, where are we now? Why did you think it would be shanty towns? I just thought it was a very small population. I thought it was the canal, nothing much else really. But you're right enough, Paul. It's a tax haven, so that's probably the deal. It's probably like, you can bring your money here, but you got to build this big building, build our infrastructure for us. So yeah, I mean, we've all got ideas about places, and my idea was completely wrong. Right, what are you saying? Lahore, Magaluf, Manila, Perth, Marmaris, Melbourne, Cebu, Taipei, Ashby, ain't no Ashby de la Zouch, motherfucker. Cancun, Seoul, Ankara, Alice Springs, Manila, India. That's not really a city, Sean. That's more of an entire country / subcontinent with over 20 official languages. So it's a bit more than a city. Seville, Medan, Jakarta, Cape Town, Hanoi. We got a right answer. It's Nicola. That's a new name to me. Nicola Copeland. Nice one. It is. It's Hanoi in Vietnam. Great work, Nicola. Don't think I've typed your name onto the wheel before, so it's a pleasure to get a new person on the wheel. Brilliant work. And yeah, there it is. That's nice, isn't it? Nice wee house tucked in between the new builds. So Hanoi's in Vietnam, of course. And everyone's going about their business there. Nice bus. Plenty of room on the bus. What does it say on the side? It says, Mua Me Tin Den Fog Vu. And that'll mean something to somebody. It's a great thing about going to places where you can't read the language is that you're immune to advertising because you don't know what they're saying. Hey! Nicola's pleased with that. Nice one. Spain's got a red and yellow flag, Marion, but I don't think they have a monopoly on the colours red and yellow when it applied to buses. I mean, Paisley used to have red and yellow buses, didn't they? Clydeside Scottish. Where they used to have the different operators, SMT franchises. Eastern Scottish, that was a classy colour. Kind of creamy and sort of pea green. And then you had Lowland Scottish, and that was the really bright yellow and the green. A bit more, the same kind of scheme, but just more harsh. I liked the Eastern Scottish colour scheme. So Kirkcaldy! No, none of those. Yeah, I don't know. That's maybe the uptown bit. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of international languages there. Tremendous fact. Paisley had the first bendy buses in Scotland. Okay, it's 28 minutes past. Now, let me just see if I can close and open. Okay. Hangman, because I got a bit of Hangman. It was completely ready to go. And then I had a bit of a problem. Let's see, Hangman. Has it saved the new Hangmans that I did earlier? Let's have a look. It has saved them. No, it hasn't. No. There's still two that I hadn't used before, though. So let's do these ones. Okay, here we go. So let me just get it into a part of the screen where I can use it. Right, 2 Hangmans just to finish off, and then we're going to be spinning the wheel in about a minute or 2 minutes. Okay, so here we go. And it's going to be prize time coming up real soon. So hit me with some letters, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. So, person who lived 1880 to 1947. It's not Paolo Nutini. Right, Louisa's straight in there with the letters K and O. And then we've got HLT. That's cool, HT. So K, there's no K. O, there's a pair of O's. H, no. L, no. T. Then PLMS. P. Yeah, this is, it's not Peter the Greta, or not Peter the Great, not George V. That P's got in there. It's a good P. That's kind of giving it away if you know it. Guy lived from 1880 to 1947. Let's see. L, no, we've had L already. M, is there an M? No, there's no M. Now, you're getting the right idea with Maria von Trapp and Maria von Trapp and von Trapp, but it is Chrism who gets it right. It's Georg von Trapp. That is your actual guy who the story of The Sound of Music was about. He was the father of the von Trapp family, who were a real family, and did singing and left Austria and became famous in the USA. Sound of Music Genesis. So Georg von Trapp was his name, and that is correct. Chrism is on the wheel. Liking your work, Chris. Right, got one more hangman, and then it'll be time to spin the wheel for the prizes. So we move on to this one. And it's a place. So what is this place? Give us some letters. That was a good solve, Chris. Everyone got the right idea, but you had the first name, and that's for hangman. You got to get the right name. Okay, Chris is straight in with the letters for this one as well. There's the letter J. There's Nicola, who's safe on the wheel, but she's putting in a D. There is a D. MSP. Well, that's appropriate, isn't it? Man, imagine being 10th on the list for the Lib Dems. That's a bummer. He's obviously not greasing the right palms. MSP TLTG. Right, T. Oh, that's quite a good one. There's no L. G? There's no G. Someone's going to get this from this. It's a place. Yes. Nice one. I knew somebody would get that from this. It's Tristan da Cunha, which is the most remote place that's inhabited on planet Earth. It is an island in the South Atlantic. It kind of belongs to Britain. Well, it does belong to Britain. It's ours. You know what I mean? Hands off. Hands off French. It belongs to us. Tristan da Cunha. Did you know the capital of Tristan da Cunha? Do you know what it's called? There's one last space on the wheel for anybody who knows this. I'm typing we'll catch his name. What is the name of the capital city? Basically, the only settlement on Tristan da Cunha. Oh, look, I think Louisa anticipated that before I asked it. There you go. Yes, that's absolutely correct. It's called Edinburgh. To be precise, Edinburgh off the Seven Seas. But it is called Edinburgh. And there's about 200 people live there, something like that. It's ridiculous. Nice work, Louisa. A nice wee flourish at the end. Got yourself on the wheel 3 times. Right, let's get the wheel on and let's get spinny. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, wheel of names. Here we are. Okay, well done, everybody who's got on the wheel tonight. We've got some great prizes, and we're going to find out who they're for. The first prize tonight is the Quizogeny Fanzine, issue 4. Okay, this is Quizogeny. It's a feminist pub quiz fanzine. It's about pub quizzes and feminism. It's run by people in Edinburgh, and they've done 7 issues of their fanzine, and they are giving away all 7 issues plus a badge. So the first person who's going to get this tonight will be in receipt of Quizogeny issue 4. Here we go. Who's going to get it? Oh,
yeah. Louisa Jobson.
Yay! Hey, do you like the new music? I chose disco from the drop-down music on Wheel of Names. Louisa! A real flourish of activity towards the end, and getting your name on the wheel lots, and it's paid off. You've got yourself an issue of Quizogeny plus a badge, and I'll be sending that to you very soon. as soon as I get the stuff from Quizogeny, it's in the post from them. And when I get it, I'll send it out to all the winners. So we take you off the wheel. You can be on the wheel multiple times, but you can only win once. So you disappear from the wheel. It did sound like the car name. Down, car wash. Talking about the car wash. Down. I think that's the best one so far. Disco. I was back on the clicker for a while. Right, okay. What's next? Karen's library that she's given away. Karen's book, which tonight is 1812, the story of Napoleon's disastrous invasion of Russia. Great prize. Let's find out who's going to get it.
Heather Hunter.
Heather Hunter, right. Okay, good stuff. I see that Karen nearly won her own prize, which would be a respin. But well done, Heather Hunter. You are a book winner, and I'll pass. I think I've already got your details, so I'll send those on to Karen. She'll send you the book. Okay, there's it's time to do the bread, actually, because I should have done that first, because I forget it's just Edinburgh. It's actually powder blue. I've got my white one up there. It's dark blue and powder blue. Dark blue shirt. Anyway, nice one, Heather. Right, this is for the bread. Let's do James the Baker, Lord of Breed. It's going to bring you the good stuff. Here we go. It's bread time. Yeah.
Jonathan Doyle.
Mr. Doyle is outside of the bread range. Mr. Doyle is in Glasgow and is ineligible. So I will be sending Jonathan a different prize, which will probably be a scratch card. All right. So well done, Mr. Doyle. We take you off the wheel and we try again for an Edinburgh winner. For the bread. Disco, Sally, Karen, yes! Karen Duff. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Well, that worked out nicely, because Karen's been putting up all these prizes, and it's good to see her winning a few things in return. And Karen's a previous breadwinner, but I think not for quite a while, so that's really good. And Karen, you'll be getting another visit from the legendary, the man, the myth, the ultimate bread legend, Mr. James the Baker. He'll be driving up your way in his mighty Toastmobile, bringing you the good stuff, all the way from Herbies, West End. James sent me a photograph just before the quiz started. It's a board from Herbies, and it's information about Herbies, and I'm going to share that later on the Facebook group. I didn't quite have time to get it together tonight. Yay! More bread. Right. Okay, well done to our winners tonight. That's Louisa, who got a fanzine, Heather, who got Karen's book, Mr. Doyle, who got £100,000 scratchy, and Karen, who's in receipt of Edinburgh's finest bread. Okay, that'll do. Or sticking with the Troon winner, and I'll sort them. Well, this is James the Baker himself promising to make a diversion to Glasgow for Mr. Doyle. So, okay. It's up to you, James. I mean, I've said that Karen's won the bread, but if you want to do both, I'll pass you the details anyway, and I'll let you make your mind up. But I mean, the usual thing is if somebody's outside of the big E, then we just let them go, give them something else. Yeah, you get to meet James's Dalmatian, who has recovered, I'm guessing, from a slight bit of trauma a couple of months ago. Well done, all the winners. Thanks to our politician as well. Now, he was quite good, quite a nice guy, Charles Dundas. I mean, reading between the lines, it looks like he's not got a hope in hell of getting elected, but you never know. Crazy things could happen. And he certainly put the Lib Dems on the scoreboard tonight. 49 points scored for the Lib Dems. Actually puts them behind the Greens, but Jodie's performance from the Greens is going to be hard to match. Hopefully, I'm going to have one person from each party at least 3 times between now and the election. It's just a different way to meet some of the candidates, you know. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, don't worry, I'll be keeping it short. Maybe it went so slightly too long tonight. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe try and keep it to 10 minutes. Let me know what you thought of it. Thanks to everybody for coming and doing the quiz. There's James. But keep the Troon in Glasgow and Spedge. I will deliver to them when it's safe. Right, okay. So he's not forgotten Beag and Natters down in Troon. And Spedge in Prudhoe, near Newcastle. James did say that to me separately one week, Spedge. He said, you know, see the English people, I'll take it, I'll take them and stuff. When the restrictions are away. Do a wee tour. Be pretty cool. The bread tour. Might come with you. James, I'll read the map. Just keep going that way. Heather's pleased. Yeah. I mean, all Karen's books are great, but I think that's one that I kind of fancied myself, you know. So that'd be a good one. Epic struggle of Napoleon to subdue the Russians. Oh my God. Right, that's it. On the Deflatine bombshell, that's it. It's time to end the quiz. That's code for end of the quiz. The headphones are off. Deflatine's on the page. No. Thanks for doing the quiz, everybody. I'll see you later. Remember to upload your scores. If you haven't uploaded your scores already, then please do that. Did I do that already? I did it earlier, but there it is again. Okay, so there's the link for uploading your scores. Looking forward to seeing your scores tonight. I think there was a couple of difficult rounds, but there were some high scores as well. It was a tricky one. Hope you liked the books round, the Blanco. So that was quite good. And if anyone reckons all of this has been worth a tip for me, remember you'd spend loads of money if you went to the pub to do a quiz. So find these quizzes at relatively low cost. You know what I mean? I mean, zero. If you want to give zero, you can give zero. But if you've got a couple of quid for me, try and keep my heart, soul, family, and rent together, then I'd be very grateful of that. And there's Sarah, who was one of the people who got bread recently. And thanks for posting a picture, by the way, Sarah. That's great. Everybody did. Alistair, Marion, and Sarah all got bread this week. And I got pictures from all of them on the Facebook group. It was great. Thanks to Marion as well for getting real kind of, what's the word? Like professional food photography, you know. That was like, it's like something you see in a book. Great stuff. Right, I'm out of here. Get the kid to bed. Marmalade. No, we need to know the answer to this before I hang up. Was it nice with marmalade? Marion, are you still here? And was it nice with marmalade? Or Sarah, have you had marmalade with it? And was it nice? Well, listen, I can answer that because I had some of James's bread last year and it was totally outstanding. Didn't matter what you put on it. It was kind of sensual, wee bit sexual. Quite an experience. Right, I'm out of here. And there it is. Yes. Good answer to finish things. Thank you very much. Good night. Bye.